Hey, everybody, welcome to Wednesday Hockey Talk. Hey, everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge. That's me. So it's Wednesday Hockey Talk. We are, that's the day one of the Habs rookie camp. And we're getting really close to the season starting, training camp starting anyway. And we'll talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. We have the announcement of Nick Suzuki as the Habs captain, Brendan Gallagher and Joel Edmondson as the assistants or alternates. And then we have this little bugger on the right side of the right breast, I guess, of the Habs sweater. It's ugly. I don't like it. They could have done a better job with the patch that they were going to put on there, and I just think it's horrible, and I don't like it. But what are you going to do? The thing I don't like is I heard they're going to sell the shirts to the public with that on there, and I'm not buying one if that's the case. I'm not spending a couple $100 on a Habs sweater or any NHL sweater to get advertising on it. Like, no, I don't think so. So I'm curious as to what you guys think about that and anything else you guys want to talk about. Let's see who's here. Maritime. Hey, Maritime. Let's go. Uncle Rick, give us the scoop. I try. Hey, Joseph. You like what is it you like? You like the you say you like it. No, okay, yeah. No, you don't like it. No, I don't like it either. I know a lot of people are kind of protesting that way against RBC. So, yeah, listen, I don't know. It's ugly. You thought you'd think they'd have done a better job at creating or approving a patch that isn't so ugly. Like they could have done better. If they'd have done a good job and it, made it look nice, you could say, okay, it's at least it doesn't. That's just an eyesore. I don't know why they would approve that. I get that there's going to be ads on sweaters. I get that. But make something that you can look at. But that's just me. So who's here? Let's talk. What I've got is there's not a lot of people are. I'll read this again. If you're interested in watching the rookie games from the rookie camp, there's a little tournament in Buffalo, I believe. So those games start tomorrow. There's one tomorrow. There's one on Friday at both of them at 7 p.m. You can watch those on YouTube, the Habs channel on YouTube, on Twitter, and on the Habs official website as well. And the one on Sunday is that's on this Sunday at noon, and the same thing on the platforms. So yeah, I'm gonna try to check some of this out anyway. Hey, Stan the man. I'm glad to know that Habs have a captain. Yes, that RBC logo on the sweater is lousy, and you're being nice. Maritime, I just like the placement of the patch. That's another thing. Really, they could have put it anywhere on the side of the pants or something. Well, no, it can't be on the side of the pants. It's for the sweaters or something. It just looks funny on right in your face like that. I just, it just, I don't know. It's just not a nice patch. You think if they're going to do that, spend the time and create a nice patch. They could have done something. But no, it's kind of like, hey, you know what? We got these existing patches. Here, throw these on your sweater. Like, really? Hey, Joseph, yeah, I've been called that a few. Coach, Uncle Rick. Yeah, I'm used to it. Was I late to my own party? Only by seconds. I mean, not long. Wait until there's 24 patches. Yeah, I hope that's the thing that I'm worried about, right? Is they're going to go a little overboard with all the patches. I mean, I just hope they don't do the European model for the sweaters. I mean, that's just, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it's every year for the next, I don't know how many years. It's, oh, look, there's another patch. Hey, Glenn, how you doing? Been a while. Good to see you. I hope you know I sent you that. No, did I send you the link? I didn't say that. I'm waiting for the email. You wanted to get in the pool. We're going to talk about that. Fantasy pools. If you want into the fantasy pools, there's two of them. Send an email to talkinghabs@gmx.com. That email is in the description of the video. And yeah, I'll hook you up that way. So just send an email there. And yeah, there's plenty of spots left. Put the patch inside the sweater. Yeah, hide the thing. That would be better. Yeah, I could do that. Maritime, you don't know what I'm saying? Nobody knows what I meant by that. Maritime says Rick should definitely start the show off as, hey, guys, welcome to Talking Habs, the channel of Blue Blanc Rouge. I'm Uncle Rick. Today, we're going to talk about stupid patches. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go around saying I'm Uncle Rick. Then it'll be like, is your channel for kids? Euro NHL, here we come. Well, we're going to get somewhat to that, I think. Can I send you to Fantasy Island? The plane, boss, the plane. No, I can't do that. That was a horrible show. Yeah, I was going to talk. Oh, why am I going to talk about Fantasy Island? No. Let's talk about other things. There's, listen, we're getting really close to the season. You guys must have stuff to talk about. No, I don't. I'm working on a video. Points. Well, I'll show you the thumb. This is the thumbnail for the next video. It'll be out tomorrow. I just have to edit it. It's going to be like a 2-hour edit, so it's a long edit process. But it is this. And let me know, what do you think of that thumbnail? Is that a good thumbnail? I love this thumbnail. It's my best. Probably that's my best thumbnail. So that's it's 2022-23 points projections. It's that time of the year again to project how many points these players will get. I've done the work. Here, I'll show you. I'm not going to show you anything. Just going to show you that I've done the work. See, there's my homework, and the dog did not eat it. 8 pages of video. It's not full pages, but you know, it is what it is. And there you go. So that'll be out tomorrow. I would think before noon. When I get up and start my day, I will be starting work on that. Just the editing process. It's all recorded. Some of it's shot on video, and some of it's voiceovers over things. So anyway, you'll see what it is. I'm not giving it all away before it comes out. It'll be shitty as normal. I hope not. All right. Let's see where we are. Maritime says, okay, I'm over to patch. I got a burp. I don't want to. Nothing we can do. And that's it. There's nothing we can do, unfortunately. How about that Suzuki stud, eh? Yeah, I mean, I think that was a really great decision. Looking forward to this season. Should be fun to watch. I think they're going to be very entertaining. I don't think they're going to win a ton, but I think we're going to be entertained nonetheless. Glenn, I did not get the email for the pool if you sent it to my email, because I do check, and I check spam all the time, so it didn't get lost in there. If you did send it to me, I'd suggest doing it again, because I didn't get it. And I went to actually to look for it because I knew you were, yeah. So, you know, unless you just did it in the last couple of hours, that would be different. Andrew says he's excited to watch the rookie games. I kind of am too. My big problem with it. How do I want to? Can I put this up? I don't think I can. My big problem is, I'll read the announcement. Okay, I think I have it saved here. I'll read the announcement, and hopefully I didn't. Yeah, I did it right this time. Didn't leave it. All right, let me save this article here. Here's the information. You can't see it, but I'm going to read you something that really pissed me off. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So they blah 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 about this and who's going to be there. The Habs rookies will take part in 3 games during the tournament, all of which will be live streamed on the team's official website, in addition to Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, on Twitch as well, and YouTube. Sebastien Goulet will provide French play-by-play of the action. Now, I just want to ask you, which part of that statement do you think I got pissed off at? BL said the whole statement, he gets pissed off at everything, but that's not really true. But what part of that statement did I get pissed off at? If we do well, does that bode well for the season? No, because it's the rookies. What, 2, 3, 4 of those guys will be playing on the team. I don't think more than that. So, no. But what it means is our rookies are getting better. Like our young players are getting better. The crop of them, ABL. Yeah, I'm doing well. Any scoop on the Habs golf tournament? Scoops from nothing that I haven't, the Nick Suzuki news. Nothing else I haven't heard anything. Stan says he's glad I use paper and pen. I am not alone. No, I insist I use paper and pen. I can't do, no, I can't. First of all, my typing's not great, so I'm not fast typer. That's one reason. And I'm old-fashioned. That's how I grew up. That's what I'm used to. So yes, I kill trees to write my videos, I guess. Oh, sorry. I recycle. I keep my stuff, but what I screw up and what I recycle. So if it gets recycled, I don't know anymore, but I do it. Any Habs trades? No. If there was a trade, I would have done a video. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of expecting there's going to be one, but I don't know. Maritime says, I'm really hoping Pez and Arbor, that's Pizzetta and Arbor, Jack guy make the team. Somehow we would have 3 willing contenders or contendants. I don't know if they touch our preschoolers. I mean, Pez is here. They signed him to a one-way deal. I don't think they're sending him to Laval. They could, but I don't think they are. As far as Arbor, I don't think it's his year to be in the NHL, but I do think that you'll see him in Laval, probably playing a really big role, getting used to professional game, and a year down there to me seems right for Arbor. And I think next year, they're going to have probably 3 guys developing on defense this year. I don't know that you want 4. I don't know if they have room for that. So I think Arbor is going to be the guy that takes the extra year. But yeah, it's going to be interesting when they're all up here and teams don't want to cross the blue line against the Habs. Habination wrote, Dunno what. Sorry, buddy. I can't tell what you're talking about. Stan the man. Got it. Ding, 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 ding. No English play-by-play option for the Habs rookie. I don't understand. Do they feel, this is starting to piss me off about the Canadiens, I have to say. Do they think that we're all French and there's no English Habs fans? The French Habs fans, if you go worldwide, happen to be the minority. So why are they doing that? I don't understand. If it were me and I have a product, I want to push that product to the most people I can, not to the minority of people. I'm sorry, I don't agree with this. And what they're asking the players now to all learn, they're encouraging them to learn French and blah, blah, blah. And, I'm sorry, but no, that doesn't sit well with me. I don't like having that pushed down my throat like that. Yeah, so that's it. That's why I'm pissed at that. You all got it. Will Pez's eyes pop out of his head this season? Depends how much coke he does. I'm not saying he does coke. That's just a joke. I don't know any of that. But it's just a joke. But yeah, his eyes are kind of He's intense. He's intense, I want to say. Lucas, how you doing, Lucas? I think Arbor will get a shot. Maybe not at the start, but maybe at some point with injuries. Well, with injuries, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he won't make any appearances. I'm just saying I don't think he's going to be a regular defenseman. They're developing him this year, but I do think next year. Habination to appease Pelado. Is it Pelado or Francois? I don't even want to say his name because bad words are going to come out of my mouth. Yeah. Gorton can't speak 4 words of French, but apparently he's taking some lessons now, I think. So he must be aware of the situation. Encouraging players to learn French is how we will never see a cup in my lifetime. No, listen, I it's not, how do I want to put it? You know, if you sign a guy to 8-year contract, he's going to be here that long. I understand them wanting to say to them, listen, it would be great if you would learn French. Great. But if a guy's coming here for a season or 2, why is he even interested in learning French? Especially, why would he even come here if that's one of the requirements? You're pushing players away. And it's all because of Legault. Legault said after Nick Suzuki spoke French when he was introduced as the captain, said that he took lessons all summer, and he's making the effort. And Legault says, well, he needs to learn better. Like, you know what I wrote to him on Twitter when I read that? I wrote to him, F you, Francois, directly. I don't care. It's not, does he care? But, that's how I feel about it. Anyway, don't get me started. Don't get me started on this. God damn it. Yeah, but that pisses me off. That it seems like after how many years the Montreal Canadiens kind of resisted that being that, it seems like this group wants to be, I don't know, they're buying into it. Are they pressured into it? Like, what's going on here? I don't know, but I'm not liking that. BL, I think you're kind of right. It's going to turn people away from the Habs if they're going to be like that. Bonjour, je m'appelle Jeff Gorton. Yeah, I mean, listen, he's an American. I don't know. You think he's going to speak French? I don't blame him that he doesn't. Why does it have to be a requirement? They never heard of translators? Why do they never hear of translators, these people? Doesn't work for them? What? Especially when most of the French reporters are bilingual. So I don't see what the problem is. They should try Drouin on first line in preseason. Yeah, I don't see Drouin sees first line preseason or regular season. I think he's middle of the pack guys, second or third line, left wing or right wing, but preferably left wing. Definitely not at center. Yeah. Listen, it's a contract year for Drouin. Can Drouin play that game where he's super hot all year? He has that season. I don't know. Well, anyways, listen, you're going to find out in my video tomorrow what I think for the season for him. I'm not going to give it away here, but you'll find out in the video. Can he do it? That's the question. Can he play that kind of a game all year? Maritime Weber was not French, no. Saku Koivu spoke, I think, near the end of his, somewhere near the end of his term here. He spoke, couple words in French? That's it. It's all the whole time. And he got shit for it all the time, and he didn't do it. So why do they change that now? They're just trying to appease the separatists. I mean, I'm sorry to say, that's all it is. You want to appease separatists? I'm not liking that. I'm never going to do that, ever. That I can guarantee you. All right, let's get off of that. I don't think a player at McDavid's level would want to the stupid language stuff while they're so focused on their game and being the top player in the world. The only thing I can say is if the Habs were on the verge of a Stanley Cup, players would still come here because they know they could win a cup, but that's it. Wouldn't make commitments here to stay long term. If they're going to be stupid like that, players are going to say, no, I'm not going to go sign there and do that. For what? So I don't think it's a very smart thing for the Canadiens to be encouraging. I mean, they're not forcing the players to do it, but they're encouraging. I don't think it's a good idea. Well, Bill, you laugh at what you said there, Rick. You should make Matt learn French. I honestly don't think Matt would have a problem with that. I really don't. I think he would. I don't think he'd have a problem with that. I'm not saying he would do it, but I don't think it would be like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I think he would say, from what I know of Matt, I think he would feel like if I could do it, I'm the better off for it, kind of an attitude, but I would never make him do that, obviously. Hell, I don't want to freaking learn French. I mean, I'm not fully bilingual. I can get by. Will I do it ever again? No, not when they want to throw that down my throat. I'm going to spit it back up. I'm never swallowing that. Kind of gross what I just said, but I don't know. Drouin on the right wing, first line. No way. What are you talking about? No way. No way. No, Drouin doesn't see first line until he proves himself. I'm not trying to come down on Drouin. You'll see what I said about him in my video. I'm not trying to be mean to him or anything, but I'm sorry. You want to anoint him he better prove he can do it. And he better play well on another line and work his way up. That's what I say. But I'm now I'm not in a mood. I'm good. All this talk is going to drive some of us to the Leafs. No, that'll never happen to me anyway. Habination says, it bothers me a bit that allophones are defending the language thing. Well, because they're allophones. They speak both. To some people, especially immigrants, they might not seem the same kind of a thing as it does to me. So I can understand that. But I'm saying for me, nope. Nope. If they wanted me to learn French, then guess what? They should have given me a freaking free course. That's all. You want all you people in Quebec who don't speak French, we're offering free French courses so you can learn. That's what they should have done. They did it, though, but for immigrants. You got free, but not to the people that are already here that they're trying to get to leave. No chance. No. Stan, I agree with you there. I was going to read that. He says, no chance, BL, that I will ever cheer for the Leafs. Ever. Never. If I suddenly was like, I got bit by a vampire, and I'm going to live forever, I'll never cheer for the Leafs. If they're the last, if it's just the Leafs and the Bruins, that's the only two teams left, I'm not cheering. They wanted us to leave in 70, so you left now. Well, 79. No, 76, wasn't it? 76. Well, they wanted me to leave since 1976, and I just never have, and I'm not going to. Why should I? No, Lucas, the truth is, it's not that whether they care or not. What they want is us not to be here. So don't give us something that'll make us stay. That's how I see it. What's the next upcoming trade? Wow, hockey. All right, I forgot. This is a hockey broadcast. What's the next upcoming trade that you seriously think will happen? And what do you think we should get in return and why? That's a loaded question. I'm going to tell you the truth. I was saying, who was I saying this to? I think Matt last night. We were talking. Okay, so Montreal, they've got what 260,000, I think, in cap space, which is nothing. If they go into the season though with the roster they have enough bodies to probably handle a couple of injuries if that happens. So they wouldn't have to worry necessarily about money. So they could literally go in without making any trades and then work it out as they go along, and then by deadline time, move the bodies that they got to move. So the way it's looking now, I don't know that anybody's moving. I mean, I would have thought they're going to get rid of some money, but they haven't. And it might not be because, well, they don't want to get, but no, it's because they can't. I don't think it's easy. So, I don't know if there's any upcoming trades or not. It's hard to tell. I would have thought there'd be one by now, and it's not happening. So, I don't know. I really don't know. The reason I didn't put it out yet, but the reason I did the video that's coming out tomorrow is because I kind of think maybe they're not going to be any trades. Now, I've done that, and the video will come out, and guess what? As soon as the video's out, Habs announce a trade. That's what will happen because that's my luck. But I don't know. I just don't feel like I think there might not be any right now. Hey, Quinn, how you doing? Lucas says, I think it's Armia who has to go. Yeah, I did kind of say that. I think he's the only one I said that I expected to be traded maybe before the season. Who has to go before the season. I just know at this point we aren't getting anything in return. He hurt the team last season. You got to think that, yeah, with Armia, unless there's a team out there that obviously has a cap space, and it's for next 3 years, right? This season and 2 more. Unless they're willing to take him because of, he had a good showing at the World Men's Championship. I don't know. I think, we got to maybe give him away. I don't know. Jesse Puljujarvi, that's who you're talking about? Jesse Puljujarvi is out there. They have a right-hand D2. No, what's Puljujarvi going to do for us? What are we going to get a guy like Puljujarvi for? Like, how does that make any sense? I want to develop players that we have in our system, not Edmonton's. Hey, Aki, how you doing? It's been a while, no? Hoffman will be the first to go if there's a team that has a spot open where he belongs third or fourth line with power play minutes. Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. But then again, I don't know. Does the team want to reach out for him? Was there a team that has cap space for him? I think Hoffman definitely at the trade deadline because he'll have 1 year left after that. So I think at the trade deadline, yeah, but I don't know about before the season. Only because we're getting really close to that. So I don't know. Times are running out. Habnation says he can see Hoffman playing in Edmonton. Quinn says, honestly, this management group is adamant on only doing something if it will nearly 100% help the team. They aren't going to deal guys just because. I think the fact that we're running this close to the start of training camp already and they haven't moved anybody, I think you're right. Depends. I think if they get, I would think a team wouldn't want to go into the season having $260,000 in cap space. So you got to think they want to move somebody, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know anymore. I really would have thought 2 guys would have been moved by now. Luke says, I'm sure you talked about it, but haven't heard your opinion yet. What is your opinion on the ad on the jersey? Yeah, we let off kind of with that. I really thought we would be one of the teams who wouldn't do it. I thought I had read that they were going to delay it a year. Listen, I know it's inevitable and they're going to do it and all that. That's okay. I guess I could get used to that. The thing is, why they put such an ugly patch there? Why not? If you're going to do it, make sure it's not horrible to look at. And that's just, it's an eyesore. My head wants to turn away and go, wow, what is that? So I don't know. I don't like it. Hey, Scorchy, how you doing? It's been a while. Yeah, well, it had to. I just hope it doesn't start up again. Someone actually did mention it on Saturday. Like, why? Have a nation let Hoffman's new nickname is Half a Man. All right, I don't think that's fair. Come on. Yeah, but Habs are snatching up older players that kind of busted, like Dak. Dak hasn't busted. He's 21 years old. What are you talking about? 21 year. You're gonna call a 21-year-old kid a bust? Yeah, that's rather mean. Jesse Puljujarvi's not old, but what's he gonna do for us? What's he gonna do here? Next 2 years we're rebuilding. What do we need him for? Why trade just to trade somebody? Like, I don't agree with that. So that's number one. I don't think we should get rid of Armia just yet. Last year he had personal and health issues. Give him until the trade deadline. They might have no choice anyway. And even at the trade deadline, thing was with Armia, right? There's not only this season, but there's 2 more seasons at 3.4 million. I don't know that there's a lot of teams that are going to be on Armia. I think Arizona could be interested in Armia because they got tons of cap space to go. Maybe even need to hit the floor. I don't know. So I can see them, something like that, him going something like that. Armia takes too many nights off. Yeah, I said, talking about Armia is one thing I'll tell you about the video. Well, how did I put it? He's either the best player on the ice or you don't even know he played the game. So, yeah. Team that drafted him doesn't want to pay him equals a busted pick. No. It may equal a busted pick, but that's not the same to say that a player is a bust. I don't agree with you. It's a busted pick. It didn't work for them. What if Dak comes here and he has like an amazing season? Is he a busted pick or was he just not right for Chicago? Or the situation there wasn't right? Whatever. All right. That's what I think. Yeah, I mean, was Marty able to get him going the end of last season? I don't think so. I don't know. He's kind of an enigma. Okay, hang on. He's kind of an enigma right now, if you ask me, Armia, because you just don't know from game to game who's coming out to play. The Overdrive boys on TSN were roasting the Coyotes, saying, stay tuned for the comments coming from NHLers after playing in that college rink. Yeah. I mean, that's just an embarrassment where they're playing. Like, I don't even get it. I don't even get it how that's allowed. So it's ridiculous. I guarantee you there's no Canadian team that would have said, hey, Gary, we're having some problems with our arena. We're going to play in a college rink for 5 years or 3 years, whatever long it is. Yeah, Gary Bettman's going to go, no, you're not. You're moving to Houston. Already running out of comments. 29 people, give a thumbs up. 29 people, all of you, right now, as I'm talking, give a thumbs up if you're having a good time. I don't want to piss off Gary. I think it's too late for that, probably. Hey, Doug. How you doing, Doug? Who do I think will become an 80-plus point player on the Habs? If you want to know that, you got to wait till tomorrow because I have one 80-point player in my video. You probably figure out who it is now, but yeah, I'm putting out a points prediction video for the Habs. It'll be out tomorrow. It's already filmed and recorded, and I just have to edit it. It'll be out tomorrow. And yeah, that answer is in there, and I kind of don't want to give it away because then people don't want to watch the damn video after, kind of like that. But I think if you think about it, so just yourself, think about it. Who on the Habs is more than likely to be able to do that? I don't think anybody I think we'd all pretty much get the same answer, except Habination. You really think Slavkovsky's going to get 80 points in his first season? Yeah, I don't. Thanks, Doug. I appreciate not being upset about that. But yeah, I kind of don't like to give away, from videos that are just about to come out kind of like thing. So I'm glad you understand. Habination says 10. That's how much out of 10 he gives my show. 10 out of 10. Slaffy, you're saying 10 points. Oh, I get it. Okay. No, I don't have him at 10 points. But you got to look at the video to find out. And I'm warning y'all, it's not a video where there's a list and then you can just go right to the end of the video and just look at the list, because I'm not putting a list at all. One at a time. In no particular order either. A lot of people anyway, they like to just go to the end and then let's see what the results are. The over-under on Slav is 36. I think that's fair. I'm right in that ballpark. I'm not going to say which right now, but I'm right in that ballpark. I didn't go crazy and say, oh, he's going to get 60 points. I didn't do that. Biel, I think Suzuki's going to be fine. I don't think captain duties will take away from his game. I really don't. Do you guys think that our life revolves around the Habs and nothing else really matters? Not mine. I love my Habs and all that, but man, life goes on around them. Is Slav plays all year, first line, I can see 40-ish points. Like I said, I'm in that ballpark there. But like I said, gotta watch the video. I'm not giving away Slav, and you're gonna ask me Cole Caulfield. I'm not giving away. Those are the ones everybody wants to know. So I'm not giving those guys away. Otherwise, you won't watch the video for sure. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Just got back from a walk. Kelly, I'm still waiting to see that you joined the pool. I'm almost taking it personal that you didn't want to join the pool. Just wondering if there was a problem with the link or anything. And if you don't want to join, you don't have to. I mean, obviously, you don't have to. Habination says no power play time for Slavkovsky. No, I don't agree with that. I don't agree. I don't agree. Slav will not be on the power play. When you think about it, I mean, this guy's a big guy. You want to put him right in front of the goalie. Let them push him out of the way. The guy's like 250 now. He's huge. He's heavy. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to push him out of the way. So I think he's gonna stand in front of the goalie a lot on the power play. Hey, Andrew, does Montreal offer $11 million a year to Pasternak if he hits free agency next year? No. I don't think Montreal's going to offer anybody $11 million. Look how well it went having Price making 10.5. Yeah, I don't think so. No worries, Kelly. You can join. I'm doing good, thanks. Hey, Sonny, how you doing? Henri Richard had 11 Stanley Cups. Yes, he has the most Stanley Cups in history. Henri Richard has 11. Nobody else has 11. Yeah, BL agrees with me. Yeah, there's not They're not paying people that kind of money. Besides, we have our own version of Pasternak. He's up and coming. Cole Caulfield, same kind of shot, same kind of player, same kind of threat. So no, we don't need to pay Pasternak $11 million because they're going to have to pay Cole some really good money too. Not even close to $11 million though. Yeah, I don't think Cole probably get 7.5, 7 million, something like that. I don't think they'll pay Cole Caulfield more than they're paying Nick Suzuki. I don't think so. Besides, Nick is the leading scorer on the team. He's the captain. I can't see it happening. So, who's 6 inches shorter? I know I'm getting old. I'm getting shorter, but I'm not 6 inches shorter. Or I could say, when you say 6 inches shorter, I could say, well, that's what she said last night. Which doesn't leave much. Sorry, I'm squirmy because I'm itchy and I don't want to scratch where I'm itchy because it's not really becoming to do that. I may have to turn the camera off for a second just to do that because it's kind of uncomfortable. But that's me. Well, this is a night where I'm actually running out of comments. What's happening, peoples? Maritime says Caulfield 6.5 to 7.25 for 6 to 8 years. I think I read a very interesting quote actually from, I don't know if I have it. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't think I saved it. It might have been from an article. Oh, it might have been from an article. Hang on. Let me go here so I don't turn this off. Do I have it? I don't know if I can find the quote enough. Hang on, that's not it. Damn it. It was a really good quote from Cole Caulfield. And I can't find it. It basically said he loves Montreal. He doesn't think there's a better place to play in the NHL, and he's absolutely loves it here. So people that were worried, like if you remember, Jeff used to be worried that Caulfield would bolt as soon as he could. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm going to be proven right on that. He's fallen in love with the city. As soon as they start winning here, Cole Caulfield is going to live like a king. He's going to be a king everywhere he goes. He's not going to want to go anywhere else. I think he signs 8 years. I think he'll, yeah. I think they're going to want to sign him 8 years, and he's going to want to sign 8 years. Caulfield is 6 inches shorter than Pasternak. Like height-wise or down there? That's what I'm asking. Yeah, so what? So you say we should sign Pasternak to $11 million and trade Caulfield is what you're saying. I guess. I don't know. Kelly, no A for Andy. Pretty disappointed. Yeah, I doubt Andy's disappointed. He seems happy. Last year they went with the 4. Well, no captain, so they went with 4, I think, alternates. But that you knew that wasn't going to go into this season. Matt Kachuk said he loved Calgary a few years back. Okay, oh, that's cool. Hang on, I got a cough. That's a bit of an adventure right now. I got a pinched nerve in my shoulder blade, and it hurts like hell. Coughing's not fun. Yeah, the thing is, Calgary doesn't have French girls there. That's going to make a big difference in Cole Caulfield's life. Watch and see. I think he's like super tight with Nick Suzuki. Nick Suzuki's the captain of the team. He ain't going anywhere. I think that's going to be a big influence on whether Cole Caulfield signs 8 years or not. Yeah, I think he's going to stay. So we'll find out. And it won't be that long. Montreal's going to want to sign Caulfield up before the end of this year. this calendar year. So I think we'll find out. We'll see what he signs for. And quite frankly, Montreal going to want to keep him here for 8 years. So they're going to try to sign him for 8 years. I have no doubt about that for sure. It won't be proved out for a little while. Oh, okay. Let me remind you guys. There's a lot more people here. Oh, geez, everybody left on me. What happened? We went from we dropped 6. Anyway, rookie games. So the rookie camp opened today. They're playing a tournament in Buffalo. I believe it's in Buffalo. So it's the Sabres, the Canadiens, and I want to say Ottawa, but maybe it's another team. Maybe there's 2 other teams. Those games start tomorrow, the 15th, the 16th, and the 18th. So all those 3 games are on either you can watch it on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, or the Habs official website. They're live streaming it there. The Thursday and Friday games are at 7 p.m. The Sunday games at noon. So if you wanted to watch that, you can watch it. Because if you can watch me, then you can watch that. So you don't have to worry. And then I'm going to remind you about the fantasy hockey pools. There's 2 of them, a head-to-head pool and a points pool. There's spots open. If you want to join, send me an email. It's in the description. It is talkinghabs@gmx.com. Say you want to join the pool. Tell me which one, or say you want to join both, and I will hook you up to that. So hopefully, because we got spots, and it's almost like nobody else wants to join. So hopefully we'll get a few more. And that would be great. Let's see. Yeah, BL. I said French girls. I didn't say women or tons of women here or tons of women there. I said French girls. So if you don't know what I mean by that, well, come to Montreal. Find out. Maritime, you think Caulfield will eventually be battling against Matthews in the goals department? Certainly do. Maybe as early as this year. I don't think as early as this year, but yeah, I do. Bring your own interpreter. When it comes to the language of love, you don't need an interpreter. That's how he'll learn French. He'll learn French through the French girls. Yeah. Is that being like misogynistic saying that, or being sexist? I hope not. Just being truthful. Did I lose y'all? Like, what happened? Where did everyone go? Blah, blah, blah. For rookie games, bring your own interpreter for the rookie games. Oh yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not happy about it, but it won't keep me from watching. I can understand well enough what's going on. It's it's the principle. It's the principle. Principles, those are the things that we used to have when I was younger, that people believed in. They had principles and they did the right thing and they thought of others and stuff like that. You don't have that today. Was that a little bit of like kind of old man, get off my lawn kind of thing, what I just did? But yeah, it's still true. Yeah, BL, I got you. There won't be. There won't be. You got they're not going to interpret it for us English people. They don't seem. It seems like Montreal Canadiens are caring less and less about the English fans. That's what I'm saying. Joseph, character. Yeah, that's another word that's kind of lost today, and it's the truth. I'm sorry, but it is. Go ahead, call me a boomer. I don't mind. I can take it. Call me a boomer. Call me. I dare ya. I can handle it. Well, this was one day where good thing I asked Matt if he's going to be on tonight. Good thing he said, yep, I'll be there. Yep. Good thing, ABL. Got to call him out when he said he's going to be here and he doesn't show up. So let's see what else. By the way, I guess I'll talk about some of the plans of videos coming up. So we are going to obviously be doing a season preview. I'm going to be doing a video season preview, but we're also going to do a live stream, me and Matt, season preview type thing during the training camp. I will be doing a final projected lineup video when we get into training camp. When we have a better idea, it'll be easier to predict what the lines will be. Yeah, so I'm going to do the second one. I usually do 2 or 3. This will be the second one. I won't do any more for this season after that. I am planning to do – I'm trying to come up with some ideas for YouTube shorts. I did a couple already. I'm not – I mean, I thought the poetry was good. I don't think the performance was any good. It didn't do very well. I got to get better at it, but I'm trying to come up with some ideas. I might be doing post-game recaps, quick post-game recaps via YouTube shorts this season. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to give it a try. Possibly a little pregame, and my, the prediction for the game. I might put that out as a short. And then when there's Habs news and stuff, I'm going to see if I can come up with stuff. I plan to do hot takes. When I have hot takes, I think I want to put them out as shorts. So I'm going to do stuff like that. That's upcoming. So just to let you know what I'm thinking about doing. Let's see. Would be cool to have all the young guys on the team this year and get rid of the older guys and let the young guys make all the mistakes they want to be able to learn. Well, I'm going to tell you something. Oddly enough, I don't totally disagree with that. It won't happen, but there was a quote from Joel Edmondson saying that to them, the attitude in the locker room will be that the rebuild is done. They're done with that, and they're going to try to make the playoffs. That's their attitude. They're trying to make the playoffs. That's what they expect to do. It's a lot of what do I want? How do I want? It's a lot of optimistic talk. I don't know that he seriously believes that either, but I mean, what else do you expect them to say? I don't see how the defense is going to allow them to make the playoffs. I just don't see it happening. But in the room, their attitude is we're good enough, we're strong enough, and yeah, the fans like us. So we'll see how that goes. With Suzuki also coming out and saying that he thinks that they'll surprise a lot of people. We'll see. I don't know. I don't see how it's going to happen, but we'll see. Kelly says, I have an American friend I'm an American that used to drive, well, I'm both. They used to drive a truck. He was in Montreal only once years ago. To this day, he still talks about how hot the women are in Montreal. Yeah, I'm telling you. Rumor has it that guy who owns Fix Auto is buying the Bathurst Titan and moving them to the Montreal area. It might be a rumor. I haven't heard that yet. One. The thing I'd say about that is, yeah, junior teams have been tried here, and it doesn't seem to work in Montreal because of the Habs. You're not going to get the people going to the games. It doesn't seem to work. So I don't know. Hadn't heard that. I kind of feel bad for the guy if he's gonna do that. Probably gonna lose his money. Have a nation. I don't dance, so anytime I do try to dance, it's always a funny dance. Post-game recaps would be great. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, I think that'll be. I'm not sure about the pregame stuff, but maybe just a prediction for the game and a little about the game before. But definitely, I think post-game recaps could be something that could work for that. Just a quick goal recap. Basically, what happened. That's it. 3 stars, that kind of thing. Hey, Renault. Could David Savard end up sitting in the press box since the Habs have so many good D prospects? It's a good question, but no, I wouldn't think so. I kind of think he'll play a lot of games. I think Chris Weidman will sit sometimes. I think, pretty much Weidman. I think Weidman's going to be the veteran kind of swing guy. Plus, there'll probably be injuries too. But no, I don't think Savard sits a lot in the press box, if at all. Hey, Ronnie, how you doing? I heard of the Habs maybe trading Hoffman to Edmonton for defenseman Barry. Yeah, that's a rumor that's out there, but it's been out there a long time. So I wouldn't know if there's any truth to it till I hear the announcement that they made the trade. But like I said, it's been out there kind of a long time. I don't really know that that's a legitimate rumor, if it ever was. I mean, it's a legitimate rumor in that it's been out there a long time. I've read the rumor and stuff like that, but I mean, you'd think that has come and gone already. Let's give them a chance. We all think they can score. The rest of the team is just as good as the Leafs, better. People think the Leafs are a lock for the playoffs. Yeah, I don't. I don't think they'll make the playoffs, but I tell you this, I don't think they're a lock for the playoffs. I think if they do make the playoffs, it's because they win a wild card spot. I don't think they're a lock. I know there's a lot of people think they're going to be top 5 team in the league. I don't see it. Now, I'll give you, sure, I could be wrong, but I haven't been wrong that much about the Leafs and stuff over the last couple of years, so we'll see. Hoffman for Barry, straight up. But again, I kind of want, if they're trading Hoffman, I want it because they're moving salary. If they're getting Barry back, they're not moving salary. It's kind of same money for the same money. That's why I don't think it's going to happen. Imagine the cap space we would have if we got rid of all the older players. Oh, I read that, didn't I? No, I read some of that. And then you guys take over the team, we'd be like 30 million in savings. Yeah, but they're not going to do that. I mean, they can't really, right? They're having trouble moving guys that they want to move to make cap room. They're not going to be able to move all of the old guys. No, it's not going to happen. It's a fun thought, but that's it. Should Caulfield get a bigger deal than Kiru or Stützle? No. Stützle's overpaid. For Jordan Kiru, I'm going to say I think they're both overpaid. I'm not saying they're like tons overpaid, but I think they're both overpaid. So no. And I don't believe Montreal will do that. I think they're very level-headed, and they have their idea and their vision, and they're really sticking to it. And I think the results are good. So no. Top 5 in the league with their goaltending, don't see it. Exactly, Kelly. I don't see it. Their goaltending and lack of toughness and lack of heart, second effort, that kind of shit. They going into the corners. No, they don't have that. They're not going to be top 5 in the league this year. The goaltending is what's going to seal the deal on that. Yeah, BL, exactly, right? I mean, sure, it's a nice thought, but where are you getting rid of these guys? If the Habs sign Deneau to Galley's contract while letting Brendan walk, then name Phil captain, how good would they be down the middle right now? Well, I don't think he'd have been named captain. That's number one. I don't think so. How would they be? Well, would they be different, right? One of Monahan or Dak wouldn't be here. Yeah, I know. You know what? How do I know? It's a question I can't answer, really. It's not what happened. Deneau wasn't going to be captain. And, yeah. But again, Maritime, with what you said, give the guys away. You can only give guys away to teams that can take them on. And there's not a lot of teams that have room. So, no, still don't think it would work. When do we have to sign Caulfield? It's 9:00, peoples. When do we have to sign Caulfield again? One more season. He's got one more year left. They can sign him today if they wanted to. When you're in the last year of your contract, you can sign an extension. When do I think they'll sign him? I think both of them Habs want to make sure last year at the end of the season wasn't a fluke, and Caulfield kind of would like to build on what he could get by performing a little bit. So I've said, I think somewhere in December, I think that's when we'll see Caulfield get signed. But they could sign him literally tonight, no problem. Joseph says, agreed, Rick. So what about the Habs? We have better goaltending than the Leafs? Nope. The defense could be considered as good as the Leafs. The forwards, who knows? So I believe we have as good a chance. No, I don't think Montreal's as good as the Leafs overall. But that doesn't mean a lot because I don't think Montreal gets out of the bottom 10. So the Leafs, to me, are somewhere in the next group of 5 or 6. From 11 to 16. That's where I have them. So, I don't know. We'll see at the end of the season who's right. If you remember, 2 seasons ago, I wanted them for that first round of the playoffs, and a lot of people didn't because they were worried that the Leafs were too good and we wouldn't be able to beat them and blah, blah, blah. And no, we're going to be able to beat them. I know we can. And what happened? They did because the Leafs suck. They got no heart and they can't win in the playoffs. And I don't think that team that they've got there, I don't see that being a winner. Biel, no. When you give them away, you're giving the contract. No, the team that takes them, they take the contract. You're not on the hook to pay them. Look at Monahan. Monahan basically was thrown in that deal, and we're paying them, not them. Hey, Rob, how you doing? I think the Habs can make the playoffs. I watched the video of your kid doing that stuff. That was cool. That was funny and cool at the same time. I watched like 2 or 3 of them. Deneau would have been a better captain than Suzy. No way. Come on. Renault back, 5 comments in, and he's back to his crazy shit. I'm not saying Deneau's not a, quality guy. Definitely would have had an A, but not captain. Who do you see in our division making the playoffs if the Leafs fall out? Detroit? There's another team, and I can't think of who. Ottawa could. Things fall right all around for Ottawa. They could. But I think Detroit is a good bet. There's another team, and I can't think of who it is. Will Matthews win the Conn Smythe? No. No, because then I'd have to stop watching hockey. First of all, there's 2 levels to that. The Leafs aren't going to get to the Stanley Cup Finals. That's number 1. And Matthews doesn't score in the playoffs very much. Will he change that? I don't know. Is he capable? I don't know because, playoffs, you got to step up. You got to have more balls in the playoffs. And he obviously doesn't have enough because what did he say last year? We're going to play with our balls out. Didn't seem to help him. I didn't see any balls, so I think his balls might be really small. So I think. Leafs won't go anywhere, but they will make the playoffs. Yeah, I don't agree. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? You're forgetting that we had Price, who can steal any game. But yeah, the Leafs suck. They were up 3-1. Come on. Deneau carried the Habs during the run recently, though. Deneau carried the Habs during the Stanley Cup run? What are you talking about? Suzuki was the leading scorer. I'm sorry. Suzuki and Shea Weber and Carey Price carried the Habs. And not that Deneau played bad, but he didn't carry them. Carrying a team kind of means offensively, I think. Anyway, so no. What's a U-turn? Did I take a U-turn? U-turn. That's Matthews. Kelly, Ottawa has made some nice improvements. Think they could make the playoffs. Listen, it's a possibility. If it all gels right, if things go their way, they have the players now. They could do it. They could make the playoffs now. But I mean, they could also not. Leafs aren't champs. They're chumps. They're even worse than chumps. Oh, wow. Rob, thanks. Tell him I appreciate that. Tell him to keep it up because practice makes perfect. So where he screwed up, he'll make people go, wow. I'd love to see that. So tell him that's the challenge. Next videos, I want to see where he makes even more amazing things happen. But thanks. Tell him thanks. Appreciate that he likes the show. Even though you don't mind that. Anyways, I can't help it. Anyways, today's day and age doesn't matter. What do you think the Habs are missing to make the playoffs? Experience for the young players. They don't have all the tools. They don't have the goaltending right now because Price ain't coming back. And defense has to get better. So 2 years is what they're missing. 2, maybe 3, but I think in 2 years after the next 2 seasons, so this one and the next one, I think they could make the playoffs by that point. Deneau was like a herd dog rounding up the top sheeps from the other team. That's it. He played a great game, I think, defensively and all that. But for me, in my mind, when I hear someone say, oh, yeah, that he carried them, that to me is offensively. Am I wrong? Would you guys agree with me? Or who agrees with that and who doesn't? That's how I see it. I mean, it's just me. And we all know I don't know shit about anything. If they play fire wagon hockey, I won't care if they win or not. I think that's a good point, Habination, because that's what we're going to get, right? It's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the losses to pile up, but I'm expecting fire wagon type hockey. And if that's the case, it's going to be fucking exciting. Oh, did I swear? I'm sorry. It's going to be exciting. That's how excited I was. It's going to be exciting to watch. It's going to keep you on the edge of your seat, that kind of stuff. And I don't think we can ask for more from this team right now, right? Yes, for people who didn't know, I swear sometimes. I'm definitely not a holy person, so it gets out sometimes. I don't like to swear here on the channel, as y'all know. I try not to. I don't mind saying shit. To me, that's not a swear word. Let's see. We're got about another 20 minutes to go. And like I said, I don't know what happened to Matt. What can I do? What can I get you talking about? Well, I'll give you one thing away from I'll give it away from the video because you can't figure out how I got to the number. But I gave an estimate. I didn't give an estimate for goals for the season. What I did was I added up from all my estimates for the players, the goals. So goals for next season, I have it at 333 goals for, which is, I think, quite a bit of an improvement over last year. If they hit that, we're going to have a pretty good, because we're speaking of fire wagon hockey, I think that part of the game is going to be there this coming season. Was the Andrew Shaw trade for Alex DeBrincat worse than Sergachev for Drew? What? All right, what kind of drugs are you on, Renault? When did we? Are you saying because the draft pick was Alex DeBrincat? How do the Habs know Don't be like, wake up, smell the coffee. That's a ridiculous thing to say. You think they got a Ouija board or they got some kind of a crystal ball that they're going to know who the team's going to pick with the draft picks? Like, seriously? That's like, okay. Who do you think will be our goalie in the 2 years? Someone in the system or someone still not here yet? No, someone in the system. Jake Allen. Jake Allen confirmed that they've talked about an extension. There was what was it? An article I read yesterday. I might have it up there, but he didn't. He said I can't really talk about details, but I can confirm we've spoken. He's spoken to management, or his agent has, about an extension. Yeah, I think they get that done, and it's going to be Jake Allen here for the next 2 years, with probably Jake Allen and Monty, and maybe, I would like to see Primo take 2 more years to get here, to be very honest with you. So, yeah. Thought Deneau was a great face-off man, good defensively and a character guy, but he never carried the team. I think, was it Renault that said that? Or whoever said that, is going by like he had a pretty good offensive year last year. I get it, for LA. But he never carried Montreal. And nobody's answered. Would you agree that when you say the guy carried a team, you're talking about with goals and assists? Do I think Caulfield can score 40 this year? Yes, I do. Do I think he will? To answer that, you got to watch the video coming out tomorrow, because I give a prediction for his points. So because I said yes, I do, doesn't mean that I said he's going to get 40, but you'll find out. But I do believe that, listen, if it goes well, and him and Suzuki are like super hot together, he was on pace under Marty St. Louis in 37 games. If that was in 82 games, he was on pace for 49 goals. So, yeah, he could do it. But if you really want to know what I think, you got to watch the video tomorrow. It should be out by noon because it's all done. I just have to edit it. It's a long edit, but it'll be done in the morning. So, what are my thoughts on the Habs plan with Jake Allen? I kind of just talked a little. I think they're going to re-sign him. I think he's here to mentor the young goalies to do Carey Price's job, what Carey Price would have done with the young kids. Carey Price is going to stick around the team. So my hot take about Carey Price retiring in the preseason is probably not happening. So I think, he's going to do that. I think, that's what's going to happen with Jake Allen. They're going to re-sign him. I really think they will. He'll do it. So I don't think it's going to be like Jake Allen didn't want to resign. No, he'll resign. From what I gather from him. Primo's on a one-way deal now. Yes, he is. But listen, he's making $1 million. He's only making that against the cap if he's playing here. In Laval, he's not making against the cap money. And he's waiver exempt for this whole coming season. So that won't be a problem. Looking forward to the video tomorrow. Thanks, Kelly. I appreciate that. I'm my own worst critic, but I mean, I think it'll be okay. Like, I think it's you're gonna like it. I think I'm doing a good job. You're not gonna see a ton of me in the video because I did voiceover for the prediction part, and I have an overlay for it. So I just felt like doing that today. So you won't see a ton of me in the video, which is probably better for a lot of people. It might make it perform better. I don't know. We'll see. I hope you like it. Glenn says NG camp will. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Training camp will? Did not all the word come out? An adventure Renault comment. He led Montreal in time on ice during the run and gave the most memorable interviews with his pizza. Yeah, because we know that in the interview room eating pizza, you're leading the damn team. Carrying the team, excuse me. That's how you carry the team. Eat pizza. Come on, Renault. Let's be serious. I think Renault just does that to hear me make comments against him. He likes it, I think. Deneau and Ducharme's favorite. He played him so often. I don't think I'll disagree. Well, Julian too, though, no. And listen, Deneau was a great shutdown guy. Tatar and Gallagher on his wings, and that was a hell of a great line. So no, he deserved that, but he didn't carry the team. Deneau helped give Suzuki a better matchup every night by playing a shutdown role, of course. Just because he didn't score very often, without Deneau, we don't make the Stanley Cup Finals. It doesn't change. At least I don't think it changes what I said. He didn't carry the team. He contributed to their success big time, yes. Glenn, as it usually does, training camp will tell who plays. And I think it's more so this year because I don't think the coach is set on, well, I got to have this many veterans and I'm going to play the veterans more and all that. It's not going to happen this year. So, yeah, training camp, more so than previous years, is going to be really important for these guys to perform well during it because, yeah. I don't want to say it again. Fancy Vidya Nito. What the hell is that? As long as Montreal beats Toronto in first game, I'll be happy. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Like, I hope they just cream their asses in the first game. That could be taken two ways. I didn't mean any double entendre there, but could be taken two ways. What if Price plays in the playoffs because the Habs will make the playoffs? Would that be too far-fetched? I think so. I don't think it's out of the question completely, though. Maybe something happens during the season and it starts to his knee gets better. If that's the case, yeah. But I don't think it's going to happen. Hey, MK, how you doing? I appreciate that. Thank you. The majority of hockey folks think Carey Price's career is probably over. Yeah, well, yeah. I think Carey Price probably is leaning towards that. I think, though, he said that if he can play again, he'd like to. He didn't say he's willing to have another operation or not. I think that's the key. I don't think he can play again unless he has another operation, possibly two. He's 35 years old. I don't see why. Like, why would he do that? I don't know. I don't know. I kind of think he's just delaying his retirement till after the season. And maybe the team even asked him to stick around. It's good for the young players. It's good for, I think that could have been what happened. And at the end of the season, he's going to probably retire. I believe he's going to be the chief of his tribe in BC. His mother is still the chief, I think, but Carey Price is definitely he's going to be a chief of his tribe. He's got plans going forward that if he's not able to play hockey, I don't think he sticks around just to collect the $10 million. I don't think he's built that way mentally. He's an indigenous man, raised a little differently than us and thinking wise, I think. And I don't think that's the way he thinks. So I think when he's done, he knows he's done, not going to be able to play anymore, he walks away. I think that'll be. I'm shifting to the end of the season. I think it'll be the end of the season, as opposed to in training camp this year. Okay, Joseph, I think I explained it. So I just read your comment, but I don't think I have to say it again. Yeah. Who should we expect Romanov to go after with a thunderous hit when the Isles play the Habs? Whoever he sees is open for it. Why would he play differently? Just because he was here and they're his friends. I mean, when you're on the ice, they're not his friends. And that's the way it is. And he'll take his hits out on whoever left himself open to get them. So, yeah, he's not going to play favorites like that. I wouldn't respect him if he did, to be honest. Ryan, I think we all agree with you there, but it's just not, it's unfortunately not going to be possible. I don't see Price sticking around on the LTIR, trying to rehab that knee for 2-3 years. Maybe getting it after 2-3 years, I guess, but till Montreal is good enough to actually get him a run at the Cup, I don't see it. I don't. It's sad. I'm not happy about it, but I think it is what it is. That's just the reality of the situation. BL says he's Romanov. He's not fussy. He'll hit anybody, and he should. He should not. I totally not respect the kid if he came in and he backed off on hits, and maybe the Habs score against his team. I wouldn't respect him. He's an Islander now, and it's his job to play for the Islanders and not the Habs. Hey, Rob, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Have a good night, and say good night to your son too. Glenn says it's good to be back. Got away from it when the COVID started. Yeah, I haven't seen you around for like a dog's age. So yeah, good to have you back, Glenn. Am I surprised Evan Rodriguez signed for only $2 million? I didn't know how much he signed for. No, teams don't have money. And if you haven't signed a contract yet, you're going to be taking what you can get. And that's the way it is. So, no. What if Price rehabs every year but only plays in the playoffs? Is that against the rules? No, it's not. No, but if you are okay with that, yet you are not okay with Tampa Bay doing that with Kucherov, then you're a hypocrite. So that's all I can say. And I'm not saying you are Habination. I'm just saying if someone is saying, oh, well, let's get Price to do that, but you were on Kucherov and Tampa Bay's ass about it, yeah, that's not good. What exactly is wrong with his knee? He had it was his meniscus. He had an operation on the meniscus, had the cartilage changed, I guess, and it just hasn't recovered. I think that's what it is. Kelly, I don't know that I read that like as a story. I read that, but numerous people have told me that they've read that about this. And his mother is the chief of the tribe, so yeah, it makes sense to me. And if you're the part of the tribe, could you do better than having Carey Price as your chief? Like that would be awesome. So yeah, I believe that's what it is. And listen, he's an indigenous man, right? So he doesn't necessarily think about money and all this and that and the way we do. He's likely brought up somewhat different thinking wise than we as white people in Canada are. I gotta think. So yeah, it makes sense to me. And I think it's really cool that Chief Carey Price. I think that would be like freaking cool. Wait a second. I'm trying to decipher this. Wait. I'm not sure how to interpret that habitation. You said want before, am now tit for tat. No, it's called hypocritical if you were against Kucherov before, but now it's okay. That'd be hypocritical. Would you have preferred? And besides, Carey Price is going to be on LTIR all year. We get all the break from his contract. That's the same kind of thing. So we're doing it now. Would you have preferred signing Rodriguez over trading for Doc? No. Hey, Joel, how you doing? Rick, make no mistake, Price might not be built in a mercenary way, but bets to one that Angela ain't walking away from that kind of coin. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that. I listen. If it were just Angela, sure, but I mean, yeah, he has a say in that too. And if his plans are when he's done hockey to be the chief of the tribe, well, he's kind of, if he can't play again, he's kind of done hockey. He kind of seems like a guy to me that if he's done with hockey, can't play anymore, he's not hanging around 3 years for the contract. He's made quite a bit of money already. I don't think he's wanting for money. Besides, Angela, wasn't it her and Jeff Petrie's wife? Didn't they start Tricolor Sports? So that's like a big merchandise seller for the Habs. But I believe it's run by Angela. And I thought run by Julie Petrie as well. I guess I could have that wrong, but I always thought that's what it was. So she's doing stuff. Not all surgeries are successful, and obviously Price's wasn't. He's looking at what's TKR down the road mean? What's the TKR? I can't think of that, what that is. It's easy to see that Carey's Indigenous roots are extremely important to him. I think so. So, yeah. Nation says, I'd like Carey as PM, not chief. Yeah, well, being that he is Indigenous, do you think that's going to happen? It's unfortunate, but I doubt that. It's unfortunate, but sorry. Canadians are overall, not all of us are, but overall, we're still too prejudiced and racist. Sorry, that won't happen. It's too bad, though. I doubt Carey Price wants to be PM anyway, but still. He doesn't look qualified to be chief. His mother's the chief. That right there qualifies him. Hopefully Price can mentor Primo. I mean, I imagine he will a little bit. That's why he's sticking around the team, I think. BL is a total knee replacement. Yeah, he can't play with that. That's for sure. And yeah, maybe that is what he has to have down the road. What's a Batives? Batives should be more political. Oh, natives. Okay, just the one letter wrong changes the whole damn word. Natives should be more political, but that's not that. You said as PM. It's who's going to vote, right? It's we vote. We're as a country, too racist still to vote in an Indigenous prime minister. And if you believe that's not the case, well, I have some swampland in Florida that you might be interested in buying from me. Right? I'm sorry, but I mean, you haven't seen a black or brown prime minister here either, and you're not going to see a native one right now either. There's not. I think one day, but not yet. Yeah, have a nation. I remember about your keyboard. No worries. The NDP have a guy. It's not fair. That's true, but Singh's not going to win. I don't dislike Jagmeet Singh, but I don't see him being able to win. And again, I think that has a bit to do with it, right? We're too racist. We're still too racist. So if anybody doesn't think that Canada or Quebec, especially, has systematic racism, yeah, well, got news for you. All right, well, we're down to our last minute. I'll remind you about the rookie games tomorrow and Friday, 7 p.m. on social media or the Habs websites. You can watch them there. Only French play-by-play, though. And on Sunday at noon also. Fantasy pools. If you want to join the fantasy pools, please send me an email. talkinghabs@gmx.com, and I'll hook you up. And that's it. I have nothing else really to talk about. There'll be a video tomorrow. This video will be coming out. Let me get it up there. This video will be coming out. Points projections for the team for this season sometime tomorrow, but before noon. Other videos will come out in the next few days. Saturday will be hockey talk, and we'll go from there. So that's it. Thanks for watching. There's still enough time on a Wednesday. You can still enjoy the evening. That's it, I guess. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for being here. Stay safe. Peace out. And keep your stick on the ice. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. Bye, y'all.